Also, I learned last week that I'm pretty sure I spelled Daniel Smart's last name wrong.
Before yesterday.
Really? Before last Sunday. Yeah, I think I've had it someone else before his
It's back in 2016. They were doing production day, and they had an jersey.
Oh, did they? That may be it. I just seared in my brain. That's congrats. Right. He and I would go meet at a bar together and watch every show. And so last game of the year in December, right before time, he tells me, buddy, if it's he's also Chiefs fans. And he's like, hey, Brad says he might be on the call. So I show up, I see the only other guy wearing Chiefs gear. So I go up and I'm like, that's person. What? Turned out he had let me go 4 fucking months. Right there. What did he do? I have no idea. Like, he gets done with everything. Right. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what you gotta say right away.
Right. That was kind of, he was like, well, it's just, enough time had passed. I didn't know how to bring it up. Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Chiefs are actually tweeting nothing.
Oh, are they? Oh, Chiefs player. But you meant the Chiefs officially.
No.
Like,
All the way back.
That'll take. You know it's going to be all caps.
Go take that cool down.
How are you?
Cowboys are all down 7.
What? We're dead horse. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Say, how you doing? Somebody else is there.
Gotta follow the same team.
Yeah. That's a 41 on 41 crime. I see where I rank.
Oh, you know that.
I just couldn't believe it.
Instigator.
I just can't believe it. That's all.
91 is
Trying to comment on it either way.
I'm gonna have to talk to make it mad.
pretty sure.
Fuck it, somebody else start reading it down. He curses in press conferences and he doesn't retweet me.
That's not true. That's how it started.
That's right. That's right.
That's how it started.
You can either.
What? Whoa.
Nothing.
I can't.
Cereal?
That's
why it looks nice.
These 7.
They out here almost on a Sunday afternoon.
They haven't given it more than 10 points. last 13 minutes. Let's give it a 27 in the first half. Oh, 1 p.m.
I wanted to.
The Ravens pulled it out?
No,
they're on.
Oh, okay.
Cowboys are about to blow it.
He's like,
27-20. Washington has the ball 37.
Ford, Hilton, I think it is.
Oh, no, because they lost. Oh, yeah.
Did that take overtime?
Right. What time are you coming back?
I'm not coming back to it. Yeah, no, I grew up out there.
I just, either sleep on it or hurry up and get it. Or hurry up and get it.
Cincinnati game, I got like 6, 15 to 5.
You really want my hand? It's on my face! My face!
Cincinnati, and that airport, last drive.
Oh, the Raiders.
You'll regret it if the Chiefs have the first round.
Yeah, I'm more
That is true.
I don't mind the drive because it's so low stress. There's hardly anything out there. Once you get past two people, you're good.
I like that one again spot. Out there in western Kansas where there's no freaking signal on your phone line.
I have that problem.
Let's be honest.
It says it's the most lopsided win of the rivalry. 42-7 by the Chiefs on November '64 and 41-6. They're both 35. The Chiefs had won by 35 and the Raiders had won by 30.
I'm out.
41 to 6.
This is a funky Green Baker one underscore. But you just verified it. You just verified it. I see your point.
Stop.
Can we just get everybody? Somebody. It's gotta be like that. Just get radical. Right. Your comments. Like, can you just go down the line?
Dude.
Here we go. We're gonna get Matthews. Right. He's on his roll. He's supposed to get this way. I don't think he has seen the.
Look, high school teams are hard to
Shower.
Yeah. You good? See,
Just do your thing, my man.
Yeah. Yeah, John, just tell them, go. It's go time.
Is that a first? That's a first.
Right?
That's a first.
Come back, man.
Yeah.
he's being lectured as
Isn't that upside down?
Would you?
Yes, thank you.
You're on scholarship too,
Nope, there's something else, guys.
right?
Would it surprise you if the Lions
Oh, mad about it.
Might be.
Yeah, well, we did.
999?
That was.
Get this man to the beach. Well, I'm getting this sensation.
I'll leave.
That was as good as I felt all day. All right. Listen, congratulations to the fans, first of all, for doing what they do and doing it so well, man. They're loud, and it makes a difference. You know, it makes a difference when teams can't hear themselves think out there. And anyways, that was tremendous. L'Jarius Sneed, just want to address that well up front here. Our hearts go out to him. Great kid, great player, but just his family, they were all visiting at this time. So, it's a tough deal, but our organization stepped up and got everybody back to where they needed to be to go through the grieving process, and that locker room's grieving with them. So, with that, 5 turnovers, 28 points off of those turnovers. 21, who's going to come talk to you here in a minute. Had an unbelievable day. Fumble recovery for a TD, 2 forced fumbles. And then the Badger jumps in and he's got a pick and a fumble recovery and so on and so forth. So, and then, anytime you can put together 4 or 5 turnovers in a game, I mean, you're probably going to come out on the right end of the stick there. So, and then offensively, I thought the offense did a nice job of moving the ball, taking time off that second half, which was important, being able to run the ball and be able to still throw it efficiently. Pat had a nice day, along with the offensive line. Receivers caught the ball and did well there. So the defensive line, I thought the pressure that they applied up front was just top notch. Derek could never quite get comfortable back there throwing the ball, and then that makes everybody's job just a little bit easier. Hitch did a great job of helping lead that defense. It's very easy to take a step down from having played that team just 4 weeks ago, 3 games ago. But the guys didn't. They knew the urgency that was needed, and they did a great job of that. The coordinators, I thought, were tremendous. The assistant coaches were good. You saw that the guys that were out of practice saw the energy that we had at practice, and the guys practiced fast. With all that said, we've got a short week here and have to get ready for the Chargers. It should be a great atmosphere for a game. But we've got some work to do before we get there. The one positive is we came out of this without injuries, so we unless something pops up, but we should be good there. So time's yours, Bill.
Coach, I don't know if you all saw it, obviously, I guess it's a big deal about the Raiders coming out and still on the logo and stuff. Did that kind of inspire the team even more so? And then also, I know you may have just overlooked it, but Josh Gordon got his first touchdown with the team.
Yeah, I should have mentioned Josh. Josh has been doing a great job. For him to get that and another catch on it was great. We don't pay much attention to the other stuff. We know what they do, and we try to play good. I mean, that's what we try to do. So, and play the best of our abilities, and that's about all the time you have to, for that kind of stuff. So you got enough time to focus in on yourself and try to get better every week, and that's what we're trying to do.
Was that a play call for him, or was it Patrick just when he was in the huddle?
No, that was a play call. Yeah, that was a play call for him.
Can you contribute what led to the offense being in such sync today? It seemed like a variety of things.
Yeah, things worked. I think everybody was clicking. I mean, they were disappointed after the last game that we weren't as sharp as we needed to be, and there's just that small margin, man. You catch the balls last week, and you might have the same type of thing happening here. So, but we didn't, and so the guys did a nice job with all that this week. You're good.
Just got here a little different way than maybe people would have expected before the season with some of the ups and downs. At this point, with the momentum you guys have, is this about the sort of complete type of team you felt like you could see?
Yeah, listen, I'm proud of the way the guys are playing. The neat part, Vahe, is we have a chance to even be better, and we got to keep the foot on the pedal here as we go, and knock it. We still have some things we can fix, both sides of the ball and special teams. I should have said special teams did a great job today too. So Dave had a nice plan there.
What the Melvin Ingram meant to this team in his acquisition, both on and off the field? Yeah,
so you need to get a white one of those, but it'd be Santa Claus, man. I mean, I got one if you need one. I've got one. So listen, Melvin has brought a great attitude to the room, which is tricky because you come in and if you're a downer, that can pull everybody else down, being a seasoned veteran, Pro Bowl player like he is. But he came in with a positive attitude, a great work ethic. He's very intelligent. He knows the game and has studied the game. So that was welcomed into that room with the talent we have in there. We've got good talent. So he's done very good for us. So. No, you're all right.
And we talked a lot about turnovers the first couple of weeks. It seemed like that was the biggest issue. You couldn't hold on to it. Now the margins in your favor. You talked about focusing on fundamentals and that kind of thing. Can you pinpoint anything that kind of?
No, listen, you've just got to concentrate every week here. So we just got to make sure we keep our focus and be smart with the ball, whether we're running the ball or throwing the ball or catching the ball. Just really, you keep your focus on the job at hand, and it doesn't matter if you're up or down. You got to keep going. And consistency against zone defenses becomes important. Are you gonna? You might not have all the long shots, but you got to be able to put a drive together, and that's a tough thing to do in this league consistently. And so we're working towards that.
How perfect was the start? With Mike Hughes return that touchdown for a fumble 7.
Yeah, unbelievable way to start a game. I mean, that doesn't happen every week, but he went right after it, and you can see. I mean, it wasn't a fluke. He ripped it out. So I mean, or punched it out. I mean, that was kind of a good deal. Great way to start.
Coach, last week McCall put up for return. Then he's back on from return today, and then he answered with his number was called.
Yeah, McCall did a nice job all the way around. He's got a great attitude about him. He's willing to get better, and that's what he's doing. Go ahead. You're on your third strike. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The last 8 games, I think 28 is the lowest points you've scored against the Raiders. Just what is it about just the Raiders, what you guys do that just gives them so many problems every time they face?
Yeah, listen, I mean, they're going through a tough time right now, and Rich is doing the best Rich can do on keeping everything together. And so, my hat goes off to him, Gus, and great. I mean, they're all busting their tail to do the right things and try to get it right. So, but it's a tough situation. I mean, it's unique and tough for this league to have that type of thing happen. So, and we'll just see where it goes from there. But I'm proud of our guys for taking care of business. You let off just a little bit. I mean, Dallas kind of went through this, right? So whatever happened there happened, but they came in and got after them. And so our guys are aware of that, and that's what I'm proud of them for doing that, because very easily you could have looked forward and not taken care of business today, and they didn't do that.
Andy, this is a game where you have 8 receivers, multiple guys in the back. I think everybody can touch the ball today. In terms of balance, how successful you guys are, how much can that be a key ingredient moving forward as you can't get to the
Yeah, you need that. You need everybody to be a threat somewhere. The defense has to cover everybody. You can't give up on this guy because Pat's going to shoot him from another position. So that ends up being important. Absolutely. More pressure you can keep on these defenses, the better off you're going to be with your players.
Coach, one of the aspects of your teams is just how tight-knit your guys always seem to be. How much added emotion do you sense there might have been from the defensive guys, considering the circumstances with the Bears?
Yeah, I mean, you saw them over there dancing away, and they just they like each other. That's been kind of the common denominator of that group all along here. Even when it was kind of a rough patch there, the guys like each other, and really both sides of the ball. Everybody gets along. So that can be unique in this league. Tribute to Brett for bringing in the right guys and doing that, kind of putting the puzzle together that way.
Andy, it's nowhere near being over this season, but I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts are on what this season has meant to Patrick in growing as a player, finding different ways to win and kind of use that moving forward in his career. What have you seen as these weeks have gone by?
Yeah. It'll make him better for down the long road. Yeah, it's every time you have an opportunity to get out there, you learn something. And this year, with all the zone coverage and not being able to absolutely use the power part of his game, but to use the finesse part, I think will be a benefit to him for a lot of years.
Andy, I know you got some guys out of the game in the fourth quarter. Were you tempted at all, given the fact you got a game on Thursday, to maybe get some guys out a little bit earlier than that?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's hard. I mean, is getting the guys out. because they didn't want to get out. So, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So, but anyways, I got them out when I thought it was right. And we had to, you don't have the numbers that you do during training camp, so you still got to spot guys in and do all of that. So,
Anybody in particular it's hard to get out? I guess Tyrann Mathieu might be able to do that.
yeah, I know. Yeah, Tyrann. Really, that whole defensive unit. When things are going good, I mean, you want to keep rolling. So that's. But listen, they all got spotted, and everybody got a breather. And we'll need that this week. I mean, we got a good team we're playing.
Mike, getting to be able to get up on the recovery touchdown. What does that do for a team in terms of being able to set the tone for the rest of the game and kind of create energy that's getting from this?
Yeah, well, the guys like him. He's a new addition to our team, and the guys, they know he's a good football player, and he's also a good returner, so he's done well on special teams. But you've seen him progress, and you kind of favor those guys that work through the tough spots and get themselves, playing well within the defense. So he's a popular guy. He's going to talk to you here in a minute.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Patrick, it seemed like you made a concerted effort to make sure you got Phil that first touchdown. What did it mean to you as a team to get that first touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, when guys put in work like he has over these last few weeks, and obviously he hasn't had the targets and catches that we've wanted him to have just because of the flow of the game and how we've played. For him to get that touchdown, we've worked on that play for a couple weeks now, and we were set up in the perfect area, and he hit it, and it worked perfectly. So for him to make a big play for us in the game, it's just going to continue to help him get that confidence that we can go out there and he can utilize him and his talents to help the offense.
How have you tried to support Ladarius the last couple of days? What has been with them?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a tragic situation for him, and as a brotherhood and as an organization, as a team, we're gonna go support our brothers. And so I thought guys played hard, kind of for him today. We got the win, and I'm just praying for him and his family because it's a tough deal, and we want him to be in a good spot as a person before anything on the football field.
How much did that motivate the team that the Raiders were out there dancing on the logo before the game? Several players tweeted about that. What was the conversation like before the game?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of conversation about it. But you definitely don't want people coming into your stadium and trying to disrespect things that you've kind of built. And so for us, this gave us a little bit more motivation to go out there and win against a really good football team that we have a rivalry against that usually is a tough football game. So I think guys were ready to play today, and I think it showed on the field.
Did you hear them play Wheels on the Bus after the game?
No, I didn't. I saw the tweet about it, but no, I didn't hear that.
You're aware of victory lap.
Yeah, I was aware of the victory lap, and definitely we didn't want them winning here again. So I think we went out there and handled business.
Patrick, you talked after the game in Vegas a few weeks ago about getting your swagger back. Kelsey did to some of the other guys. Do you feel like maybe it's more real this time that what you guys did today offensively you can carry into next week?
Yeah, I think we can. We're playing a good football team this next week.